Alright, so I'll put this over here and then we'll start the placing of the rebars process. So the important point that we have here is that for the first meter, we have 7 type 10 rebars with a distance of 15. Let me just take a look at the plan for this part. Alright, so what's the next step? Because we want to measure this and see where the first meter is and the meter for the upper section, the first technique that we can use is going here and selecting the reference and then select the pick line and put this on 1 meters. Then click on this point and this one. Alright, and then I'll pull the reference line here. After that, I'll go here and select the rebar tool. Then in the menu that we have here, put this on fixed number. Or instead of that, let me just choose the number with spacing option. Then the quantity is 7 and the spacing is each 15 centimeters. Then I'll place it here in the plan. Alright, then we go here and click on this part. After that, we have the middle part. The middle section goes from minus 2.5 up to the height of plus 90, and here it says the same thing in the plan, 7 type 10 rebars with a spacing of 50. But we can't really fit 7 rebars here. This is an AutoCAD file issue. Here you have to fix the issue yourselves. So then we'll select this, and then let's see what number we should choose. Let's go with 5. So this technique that I just used is when we want to work this using the Revit file itself. Because after you've done placing the rebars, you can't really differentiate or edit them. So we'll have to do them separately. And here we could have put the same 15 centimeters of distance for all of it. But sometimes the dimensions don't exactly match up. For example, 1 meter could actually be 1.1. So now I'll delete this and the rebar tool, and then using the rebar tool, I'll go here and put the layout on minimum clear spacing, and then put in 15 centimeters for the spacing itself. And then I'll click on this part. So I've modeled this part pretty much level. And if you work it using the Sophistic, you can see the different and interesting tools that come to play. So this part that I've drawn is pretty much level. After that, I'll go here and click on the split tool. After that, I'll click on this point in the plan. Then I'll select the split again and click on this part. Select split and then click on this part. So now if you take a look at it, each part has been split up. This makes our job much easier. So this part is separate from this one and this one. So now I'll select this lower bit and put the layout on maximum spacing. After I've done that, let me just select this and pull it up to here. Alright, try once again, and there we go. So this upper bit here has 2 pieces in total, and I'll select this part. Then we'll pull this down here. Alright, so 2 pieces for this part. Then this part needs to go up here. So 7 for this part. And then the middle here will have what's left. And there we go. Now I'll select the column that we've created here, and then I'll go to the 3D view. Here, right click on this and click on select previous. After that, click on section box. And here it is. In order for me to see the rebars better in the plan here, I can go here and select the structural rebar itself. Oh, it's hidden for this part. So I'll go here and from this menu, I'll turn it to visible. Here in the visibility graphics menu, select and OK. Alright, then I'll select and then open up the filters. Here unchecked all except for the structural rebar and then OK. Then here open up the view visibility states menu and then check the two boxes for the 3D view here. So now we can see inside the rebar from outside the column. So now I'll select the rebars again and then I'll uncheck the boxes that we had. If you're using the sophisticated tool, we have a visibility option here. So these two are the same boxes that we had earlier. We can select if we want to see inside the column itself, or if we want to, we can put the column on solid as well. I'll just set it on solid for now. And then in order to see the rebars, I can open up the visibility graphics menu, then here find the structural columns, and from the transparency menu, put this on 50%. After that, we'll do the same for structural framing. Alright, then find the floors and put it on 15% for transparency. Then apply. And now this is what it looks like. And we can see inside of the column as well. So now I'll select the column and pull it up to this point. Alright, then rotate it, and there we go. So inside of this, we have the pins and the rebars themselves too, which if you take a look at it in the AutoCAD file, here we have 9. Alright, let's go back to the structural level, and then here let's just adjust the view range a bit. Put this offset on 0.3 of a meter. Alright, then I'll open up the visibility graphics menu again. Here we have the structural rebar, and so click on OK. I'll go here and select this again and click on the rebar tool. Alright, now let's go back to the cut. Alright, here I'll select this one and then click on the rebar option again and then select the sketch rebar tool. Then I'll click on this point in the plan so we can choose this as our host. So now according to what we have in the details of the AutoCAD file, we can draw this part from this point and then go up to, let me see what we have in the plan itself. We continue the line and go up to this point right here. Then we'll continue this with an angle pointing inwards according to the plan itself. Then click on this part, and after that we'll put in 1.45 meters for the rebar of the upper bit. Alright, so after that I'll select this part and move it a bit inwards towards the structural rebar. Alright, there it is. And according to what we have in the details itself, the rebar chosen here is the type 25 rebar. Here from the menu, I'll put this on type 25. Alright, then after that, I'll finish this up. Then we'll go to the plan here, and let me just move this towards this direction. Alright, let's see what we have here. Let's go to the 3D. Here I'll click on the visibility tool and select the set solid box. After that, we'll go to the plan. Here I'll select this part, then pull it this way and hit space. Hit space again. Alright, one more time. Alright, so now let's see where it has been placed. Alright, so let me just hit Ctrl Z here and select the rotate or flip bar option. Now let's go back to the 3D view. Alright, let me extend this a bit, open it up, and from the visibility graphics menu, find the structural foundation and put the transparency for this one on 50. Alright, so now it's okay. Let's go back to this part and select this one. So because this part is sticking out, we can go here and select it and then rotate it in one direction. Or I can go here and select the mirror tool and uncheck the copy box and then mirror it on itself. Alright, after that, I'll put the layout on fixed number and the quantity on 9, which turns out like this. After that, we'll go to the detail and select this part and then select the mirror option, then copy and then put it in the center point of this part. Here I'll select the mirror again, uncheck copy, and then we mirror it on itself. So this part down here, in order to prevent the collision of these two rebars, we can move this part upwards a bit. Just remember to do this to avoid any issues. Now we'll go to the 3D and close this one and then